What's going on, everyone? So in Scream 6, we got to see true love blossom, right? Tara and Chad truly just becoming the perfect couple, the couple that we all aspire to be at one point. And one of the big questions in the upcoming Scream 7 is like, okay, well, Tara's not going to be in this film, but Chad is. Are they still together? Did Sam and Tara, did they just like decide to like, hey, get away, go on a sister trip or something? And so that's why Chad maybe goes and visits Gail and Sydney or something, right? Because we know the Meeks twins are both in this film, but the Carpenter sisters are. So it was kind of like, what's the approach? Did they break up? Are you telling me true love doesn't exist? Are you telling me that like it's all a facade? That two people as perfect as Chad and Tara and all of us shipping that, you're telling me it's just completely thrown down the drain? And that's exactly what's happening. So, in all seriousness, that was one of the big talking points. That was one of the big, points in the upcoming Scream movie was like, would Chad and Tara still be together? And they kind of just like justify it somehow. But if Tara never comes back, which you got to keep in mind, Jenna Ortega, she didn't leave because of the Melissa Barrera situation, right? She left because of scheduling conflicts. So it is very possible that Jenna Ortega could return to the Scream franchise and be in Scream. So it's kind of like, okay, well, they could leave the door open to Chad and Tara maybe being together still, right? And then Chad ends up, for whatever reason, right? Like I said, the Carpenter sisters go on vacation and that's that. But according to reports, it's over. According to new information, Chad and Tara are no longer together. He will have a new girlfriend in Scream 7. Now, again, always take everything with a grain of salt. Always take everything, nothing's fact until it's fact. But if we're all being honest, this is probably very true. This is probably the thing that makes the most sense. There's no guarantee you're going to be able to get Tara back or Jenna Ortega back at any point. And so if you're going to continue to move forward with the Meeks twins, how long can you keep straining out? Eventually, you're going to have to come to this point that Chad and Tara broke up, right? So you might as well just pull the Band-Aid off now and get it over with. They can always get back together later, right? If Jenna Ortega ever does want to come back and is like, oh, I want to, I want to be in the next 3 movies, right? Like, you can always just get them back together. I mean, how many times have Dewey and Gail broken up and gotten back together, right? Dewey and Gail break up and get back together literally every movie. So, the fact that Chad and Tara ended up breaking up, I don't think is that big of a deal. We could see those two get back together and, we're all holding out, right? We all want to believe in love again. And right now, I think I speak for all of us when I say that the fact that they broke up is just devastating. But nonetheless, right? I really do hope that, we get some clarification on Sam and Tara. I hope it's not something where they just kind of brush over it and just ignore it, or we don't really get the details on it. I'm not saying you have to like spend 20 minutes explaining, but like, I have concerns that they're just going to be like not even mention Sam and Tara, right? That it'll be something like that where instead I'd like to hear, oh yeah, hey, Sam and Tara, they went to, because again, what, Chad and Mindy just stopped being friends with the Carpenters? This is probably not, right? Like, so my guess is like, or I hope that they say something, along that, something simple. Like, oh yeah, they went to whatever, Europe for vacation for the summer or for the winter or whatever, right? They wanted to get away because this Scream film takes place in the fall, right? So maybe it was just like, hey, they don't have family, right? Like they completely cut off their mother and their father. Like they don't have any family members that they talk to or anything like that. So the two of them just wanted to go away for the holidays. Right, so the two of them, me and Tara broke up, and they decided that they were going to go to Europe for Thanksgiving or whatever, right, or the holiday season or whatever, right? Like, boom, there you go, easy peasy, game over. Like now you can move on. I just hope that they don't just completely ignore it and just pretend like it didn't happen, because we need to know what happened, right? We need to know why did Chad and Tara break up? Was she mean to him? Is that what happened? Was she a bully? Right? Like, but no, in all seriousness, it would be nice to kind of, again, get some details, get some insight. So this leads me to believe that Celeste O'Connor, her character, is going to be Chad's new girlfriend, because they have like a ton of scenes together that they've already filmed, right? Mason and Celeste. And all the rumors in the beginning of this whole Scream 7 process was that Celeste and Mason were going to be doing a bunch of scenes together and be filming a bunch. And they were going to have like bar scenes and all this stuff together. So that was another kind of speculation of like, are they together? Does this mean that like Chad and Tara are done? Is it possible that like, no, maybe they're still together and they're just friends or whatever? You know, maybe something's going on with Ghostface, so the two of them team up together to try to, you know, there's a million things that are kind of thrown out there. But now I think, again, assuming that this rumor is true, my guess is that Chad and Tara will be broken up. That'll lead to Celeste and Mason together, right? Maybe that's why they're like, did they meet each other there, right, in Indiana? Or does she go with Mason, or I guess Chad, does she go with Chad to, Indiana? Does that also rule out Celeste being Ghostface? Or is that more likely that she's Ghostface? Right? That's something else to keep in mind. Because if she's his girlfriend, right, there could be a real possibility that, like, hey, she got close to Chad to try to get to Sydney or whatever. That's a real possibility. But regardless, I think that it's probably safe to say that they're probably going to be two of them together. Beyond that, though, it was a cool storyline to have, Chad and Tara get together. It's unfortunate that they're not going to be able to see that through. They're not going to be able to go through with that. But, obviously, again, things change. You never know what tomorrow could bring. Jenna Ortega could want back in Scream 8. Maybe they get back together. Like I said, Dewey and Gail broke up once a week. So it's very possible that's kind of the storyline. I mean, Chad is essentially the new Dewey. They operate the same. They do the same. So I don't think it's far-fetched to come to that conclusion, to come to that realization. But we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out, and how this, what direction they go with Chad and Celeste, or Chad and whoever his new girlfriend is, or whatever, right? Anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Past question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Are you distraught and devastated that Tara and Chad are no longer together? Did you expect it to happen? Did you think that it was coming? Or are you disappointed? Do you think, it doesn't really matter, right? It was probably inevitable anyway. Do you think that they'll get back together? Do you hold out hope that they will get back together one day? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are. Either way, I would love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel. What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.